Let's see if it works. I swear I'll never give you up. Give it up, give it up, give it all away. Yeah. I swear I'll never give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it all away. Yeah.
I didn't even realize you got the candy
Okay, people are popping in. As you guys come in, please let me know how this looks. Please.
phone. It's gonna be a little dark.
Yes. Y'all know we still don't have power. We're working off of a generator. But I did watch Married at First Sight, episode 16 and 17, which I am titling Decision Day. Period. We ain't got to do all that. Okay? Because it wasn't even all that. Another thing is that a lot of y'all, had me bucked up to think it was going to be so good, Bondi. And I was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt about it. But this is an effort for me to put something out without having to edit it. Actually looks good. Yay! Looks good. Okay, I don't want to waste any time. So, if you late, then you late and you can catch the replay, but at least it's up. Okay, so let's go ahead. So look, this is what happened. So I didn't know it was episode 16 and 17. So I actually watched episode 17 first and then went back and watched episode 16 and kind of, pieced it in. So Woody and Amani, y'all know they want to stay married. Y'all know they're going to stay married. Everything is great. They have issues that they have to work on, but we already knew Woody and Amani was going to stay married, okay? But she was like, actually, I want a divorce. And I was like, why is she playing with this man like this? And he knew she was playing. We all knew she was playing to see if she was going to get, that throwing tables reaction out of that man that we all hope for from a man. Like, if I say I don't want to be with you, I want you to flip a table. I'm not saying don't flip it on me, but flip a table. You know what I'm saying? Show me you care. These days, you men, y'all don't want to show y'all care about nobody. Y'all got to be all hoard and everything. So your homegirl, your girl leave you. Not your homegirl. Your girl leave you. And you act all hard, and then you cry in the car. Okay? But, they stayed together, y'all. And then later on, Woody actually proposes and gives her the ring that he bought for her, which was very beautiful. And he cried, and she cried, and we cried, and it was just beautiful. It was really beautiful, okay? So I'm so happy for Woody and Amani, and I really would like to do dinner. Couples, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we already kind of, roam in the same circles. So, y'all can hit us up, DMs, and we'll have lunch. Whenever the world goes back to normal. I mean, you can't do it right now because I would be surprised if they got electricity. We ain't got no electricity. Where y'all stay at that y'all got electricity in New Orleans? Because right now, child, where they at? Where they at? Oh, where they at? Oh, where they at? Oh, where they at? Not here. All right, so Brett and Olivia. Yeah, I can't stand Brett. And this made it worse. Okay? This made it worse. I don't like him. I was ugly crying when Woody and Amani I know. Okay, I'm just checking in with y'all to make sure everything is still good. Okay. So, Olivia wants to understand why if Brett didn't want to be with her, why is he hitting her up? Sup, babe? Sup, hun? How you doing, wifey? Like, no. You didn't want to work it out. You didn't want to work it out. You didn't want to try to make it work. You wanted to be an insecure asshole. Stay over there. Don't come over here asking me how I'm doing. Great without you around. That's how I'm doing. If you think you're lonely now, ooh yeah, wait until tonight, girl. Oh, you better wait till the night. Sorry, y'all, I had to do it. He feels like he tried to make it work by bringing her food. I was like, so your like basic life skills, bringing somebody food, caring about, use the bathroom, you ate, you slept, just your basic life needs. That is not romantic. Like, don't get me wrong. If you got my favorite food or took me to my favorite restaurant or came home with a hot pickle and it was off the chain and I was, you know what I'm saying? Fine, romantic. Okay, because Lyric has definitely gotten me like, bags and stuff of all my little favorite snacks and shit. And that's cute, but that's not what this is. You picking up food for us to eat is not romantical, Brett. Like, I don't know where you got that from, but that's not romantical, Brett. Oh my God. Anyway, the therapist felt like Brett was damned if he did, damned if he didn't, because Olivia really doesn't care what he has to say. Olivia feels like he's an asshole. He's insecure. She was tired of watching him check himself out in mirrors. That was a turn off. Because there were times when they were feeling each other, but he would do something that would turn her off. And she would just kind of be like, you know, she'd be like that towards him. Thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate ya. The Rock Squad. Love you. But yes, okay. I felt like the therapist went way too light on Brett. And I actually liked episode 17 where they sat down after the fact, because I felt like that one time when the host, because I forgot his name, the host was like, you know, I can tell you how you acted though. I can tell you how you acted though. And what he meant is, yeah, no, I can't tell Brett how he felt about this process. But what I can say is you acted like an ass. You came off like an ass. You made me feel like you was an ass. That's what we can say about you, Brett. Okay. Like, I'm over him trying to act like he actually tried. No, you didn't. You didn't really try. No woman wants to give up her warm, wet, gushy spot for someone who, you know, makes you feel like they not really trying to get it. Like, there's a fine line between showing me enough attention and having good conversation. And, you know, there's just a fine line between that and doing too much. But you're right on I need you to be on the cusp of doing too much. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? For me. But I just felt like he wasn't really trying the whole time. And then tried to make it seem like she was the one that wasn't really into him because he didn't have enough money to go on the vacations with her. And that's not really what it was. I think he was turned off by the fact that she didn't know if she wanted to have kids. But I'm not going to sign up to have kids with somebody who I don't even know if I like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if I like you. And you're asking me if I want to have a child with you. Then Olivia put it out there, you know, that he was checking for everybody after they broke up. Don't be hitting me up asking me how I'm doing when all my homegirls is telling me how you down to the dating apps, you know, hollering at everybody. They say he was hollering at everybody, y'all. Just going down, you're swiping and going on dates. And she's like, how is it that you have money to go on all these dates with all these random ass females, but you can't save enough money to go on a nice vacation with me? Make that make sense. I said when she got to that place, yeah, there was really nothing that he could say. But I also feel like that shouldn't have been it. Like, they should have said more to him, the therapist, about the way he treated her. Because to me, it was a form of emotional abuse the way he treated her. And, you know, we act like it's not, but it was. I also didn't notice that people on social media didn't like Olivia. Who didn't like Olivia? Which one of y'all didn't like Olivia and made that lady feel like nobody liked her and she wasn't a social media fave? Who said that? I wasn't there when they said that, and I don't agree with that. I like you, Olivia. I understand your personality, but I also feel like, you know, they matched you with somebody that they shouldn't have matched you with. They should have matched you with somebody who liked to travel, who had a history of traveling, who wasn't tied down to his little rinky-dink ass house that he was so proud to have. Like, my dude, miss me with, you know, I'm just interested in putting my money into my home. And I don't, you know, I'm not trying to spend or waste money on vacations. I'm not trying to waste money on enjoying my life. Like, miss me with all of that. Okay?
Irresponsible equity.
Right. Like, he's so responsible, but he's slinging that little meat around everywhere. And he was doing it before he actually met Olivia. Y'all remember how he acted at the bachelor party now? Mm-hmm. And why is it every time something is you know, weird or awkward or wrong, they call it Irish? There's some racial stuff there. Because there was like the Irish goodbye. When you're so drunk you just leave and you don't say nothing to nobody, so that's an Irish goodbye.
It's Irish goodbye because Irish people drink.
Yeah, but you know, they also say Irish twins when, you know, you got kids at the same time by two different people. Ain't that Irish twins too? I just kind of feel like they always putting like negative stereotypes on the Irish people. Notice the racism. Okay, just saying. He says it was a lack of chemistry He said she just wanted a husband to slide into her life. I'm like, don't we all want a husband to just slide into our life? Slide on in it. She feels like he's spending, you're right, I said that part. Okay. They didn't need to be together. I'm glad, that she had a chance to get it off her chest and say what she wanted to say. But at the end of the day, Brett is a complete and total asshole. And he will continue to be out here dating all these vapid girls, thinking he weighing their cooch out when really they was just like, that's it, we done? Oh, all right. Bye. I don't like him. I just think he's mean. He's cruel and he's an asshole. And then he has the audacity to play victim. I don't have time for him and his pectoral muscles and what that means to him. Like, I'm not a fan of men who think so highly of themselves that they don't know how to treat a woman. And Brett is one of those people. That's why he probably got cheated on by that other girl. That other girl cheated on you because you was an asshole. Okay? Maybe she didn't want to leave you just yet. She had to figure it out first. Okay? So Amelia and Bennett, you guys. Amelia and Bennett, of course, have decided to be together. We was a little shaky at the beginning. We didn't know. But they decided to stay together. He actually got their initials tattooed on his ass. Super, super ugly, but cute at the same time. We feel you. It's all about the meaning. It's all about the love. At some point throughout the interview, Bennett picks food out of Amelia's teeth, and it was just like, wow, the love. The love. She's been doing a lot with COVID, so she's really busy. They moved to Virginia together. They have a small little place together. He got a job working at a solar energy place where he helps people transition their homes to solar. I'm like, oh my God, I wish you did that here. I would so hit up Amani to ask you for your information because I would love to do that. Just saying. Not completely, but there's some solar panels over here and make my energy bill cheaper because it's so expensive. But yeah, they sing a song for the host. That was super cute. Yeah, I'm happy for them. But I feel like we knew that they were going to work the situation out. Also, now that they're not on the show, they have more time to just focus on one another. Kids are not really, in the front center of their mind right now. They are just trying to enjoy each other when they can because they're both so busy, But they seem to be making it work. I like them. I'm also glad that everybody's friends. Like, that was another thing I noticed throughout both episodes is that they have really formed a friendship amongst, everybody. And I think that's dope. I think people need that, especially like in couples. You need other couples to hang out with and get advice from and talk to. Not necessarily take all their advice because they don't be knowing all the time neither, but you know what I'm saying. Christina and Henry, y'all. Ciao. They started off with Christina telling us all the things that she likes about Henry. He's sarcastic, he's funny, he's great. I feel like Henry is probably a really cool dude when you actually listening to him. He's somebody that's easy for you to like pass over. But if you listen to him, he'll probably say the funniest sarcastic shit you've heard all day, just really under his breath. And it make like a little turn of his head. So I actually kind of like Henry, and I more liked him so this episode because I felt like he was like, that I'm not about to sit here and let you make it seem like it's all good and this relationship is great when really you're a liar and you tried to blackmail me. I still don't think that anybody told you I was gay. I just think you wanted me to feel like you thought somebody thought I was gay because you was mad that I didn't want you. Okay, that's really what it really sums itself up to, that he noticed a lot of things about her at the beginning of the relationship that he did not like, and therefore was turned off by her and never really allowed her to, he never let her in, to be honest. But I also feel like she spent so much time perpetrating and pretending to be cool in front of cameras and then sneak dissing and being messy and shit behind the cameras. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Christina did a lot of stuff for Henry to not trust the type of person that she is. And I can't exactly fault him for that because you do lie. You do lie, Christina. You lie and then you cry when somebody calls you out on it, babe. Babe, can you when you push the table forward, you block the light. So can you scoot back? There we go. Thank you. So yes, what else? The doctors made Christina apologize to Henry for lying on him. Babe, what's wrong? No, babe.
See how it happened.
Yeah, you see? He's trying to see how he's blocking my light. As if I would have just said it for no reason. Can you get your hand out the way?
Trying to get the virus kind of.
Anyway, y'all, he's not letting me live on here. I'm sorry. What are y'all saying? Is it still all good? She a liar, girl. What happened with production? Sleeping with a married man turned him off. Yes, I was about to get to that. So he also said that I don't know what she was doing at the wedding, but Christina seems like one of those people that when they drink, they tell way too much of their own information. So she probably was at the wedding telling all his friends and family about how she just got out of this 5-year-long relationship. She broke up with him 8 months prior to marrying Henry on Married at First Sight. But they were together for 5 years, and he was a married man, and it was a very toxic relationship. And I'm trying to understand how is first it's a relationship because anything can be considered a relationship. But how can it not be toxic when he's married?
Right. You can't. I don't feel like
it's not going to be anything else.
I don't think it's an actual relationship.
If it happened for 5 years,
it's an affair.
An affair is a relationship.
I know, but it's like subtitle. It's like a sublet.
Child, of course, you know. Babe, you gonna put your pickles all in the camera? No, Larry's putting his pickles all in the camera.
I ain't seen no pickles, huh?
They saw your pickles, Larry.
I ain't seen no pickles, huh?
Harry was reading Christine. He was reading the piss out of her because she was like, you know, I feel like we really just tried to make it work, you know, and we're just two different people, and I feel like it wouldn't be fair to us to stop one another from, you know, getting it from someone else. What you looking for? It's okay, sweetie. Just say something. Okay. And he was like, I'm gonna just stop you right there. When Henry said, I'm gonna stop you right there, if you don't get your damn foot. The unprofessionalism that's going on in this motherfucker right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm really distraught about how people could trip when we are in a crisis.
His feet is in the shot.
And you don't know how fucking bad this shower was.
Yeah, we had to take a cold shower. We didn't have to take a cold shower yesterday. I guess the hot water heater must have still had hot water in it. Today, not so much. Took a cold shower before I came to do this video. And otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. But I said, you know what? I told them, I promised them I was going to come back. So I'm coming back to get this done.
You're a man of your word.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Huh. Nuts on the chin. I mean, obviously I'm not. But whatever. I'm just saying, like, you should know better than anybody, sir. You've been deep diving inside me for a minute now. If it wasn't all right, I feel like you'd have figured it out by now. But anyway, y'all, back to Henry and Christina. I'm sorry, let's get out of my life for a minute. She tries to make it seem like she wasn't craving his attention and, you know, having a hard time with the fact that he wasn't giving it to her. But that's exactly what it was. But when he cut her off and said, let me stop you right there, okay? You tried to blackmail me, bitch. You know, he didn't call her a bitch, but that's what he said. He was like, you tried to blackmail me with this information. And I mean, I think she did. I think the way he explained it, she holds the phone up like, I think you would want to do whatever I need you to do for the rest of this show. Like, don't let me put it on Front Street. Now, from what Henry said, we still have not seen the text messages. So she could have been lying. It could have been somebody else, but she changed up her story too much. Christina is a liar, and you can't be trusted. And Henry seemed like, you know, he can't be giving up his P90 to nobody who, you know, he can't trust. Okay? But people have been hitting him up. It's Panini. People have been hitting him up. Okay, they've been all in the DMs trying to find out what it's hitting for with your boy Henry. So he gonna be alright. Okay, he's still single. I believe that she's already started dating somebody, but y'all know she needs somebody to give her the attention that she didn't get in this process. So she was gonna hop on somebody real quick, talking about it's casual. Yeah, it's casual, all right. You just needed it, okay? Oh, you didn't get one. All right, so Karen and Miles. First of all, Karen's hairdresser for the second part for the episode, y'all saw she had 4 locks for that last part, right? We got the same hairstylist. Just so y'all know, if y'all didn't know, the girl who did my hair do her hair too. And she was like, you know, Karen is very sweet and she cool, but how is it not possible? New Orleans is small as hell. But I thought it was cool. And listen, Karen, I feel like I've said this before in the reviews. I don't know if I have, but I feel like Karen is the type of person that I would like in real life. I don't know if I would like her on this show. I didn't like her on this show, but I feel like in real life, she's somebody that I probably would like. You know what I mean? But either way, child, her and Miles sit down and they talk about how their relationship is better when they're not in front of the cameras. Oh, my juice. My juice fell. Came up all this smoke. Anyway.
You have to make it not wired. Not a wired thing.
Sorry. Let's bring it there. Okay, are we good? Let me check in on y'all. How y'all doing? Hey everybody. Okay, are we still good? Y'all still seeing me? We still good? All right. So, Karen and Miles, I'm going to just cut to the chase, have decided to stay together. And I don't know why. Listen. Apparently, whatever happened when the cameras weren't around was enough to make them change their minds. By the time we got to episode 16, which was Decision Day, Miles didn't know what he wanted to do because he hadn't yet gotten the draws. Now, I feel like by episode 17, we married, we had moved into a place together, he's gotten the draws. He had his hand on her knee. Am I saying it wrong? Karen and, am I saying, is not Miles? Is that not his name? What am I doing? The black dude with Karen, the one she said that he was feminine because by the time we got to episode 17, they moved in together, babe. Like, for real. Like, they decided to stay married. They got a place together. They moved in. Yeah, I think he got the draws by the time we moved into a place together. And they stayed down the street from Woody and Amani. It was so cute. They showed us they place together, and then they was like, let me show y'all something. And they walked a few feet outside, and then, we on Woody and Amani's step. They're like they got doubles close to each other.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So, yes. Cigarettes. Okay. If you see next Friday, you know that. Never mind. Neither one of them were completely happy, but decided to stay together anyway. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm gonna say this though. Their chemistry on that second part, they looked like they was giving it to each other. You know what I'm saying? He had his hand all on her knee, and he said he felt like at that point he was definitely getting what he needed out of their situation, which means more affection. But let me tell you. So this is what she said. She said she needed him to be honest about how he was feeling. So basically, he needed to raise up on her in order for her to get turned on. Basically, he had to, hey, stop playing with me. Lyricus had to do that to me. It has the desired effect. It has the desired effect. Because nice guys, see, here's the thing about nice guys. New Orleans girls take nice guys for granted because we so used to dudes being dogs and disrespectful and just doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just doing a lot. They think they the prize in the situation. New Orleans men are hard to deal with sometimes. No, I just think that you become attracted to toxic traits in men and you don't know how to get out of that mindset of which you are attracted to. Also, women in general like men who are aggressive in one manner or another, not in a bad way, but I just mean that can handle shit that will tell her to sit her ass down somewhere, stuff like that. You know that I said that to you, that if I could walk all over you, that this wouldn't have worked out. Just saying. If you wasn't something, yeah, but you also have clapped hands on me before. Brittany, he didn't hit me with one of those before. He is lying his ass up. I can remember the specific argument we had where he hit me with the, and I was just like, but no, you know what I'm saying? So I I get where Karen is coming from, and I don't want to sit here and act like I don't, because I do. I'm just glad that they got to a space where they could figure it out, because they both are very beautiful people. I felt like sitting on that stage, he had his beard and a new haircut, lost a little weight. She looked good. You know what I'm saying? She always looked good though. But you know, I just felt like they was giving energy on that episode 17 that let me know that it was, you know, they've gotten to a good place, and I'm happy for her, because I do feel like it's a lot of girls out here that miss out on good men because they're used to looking for toxic shit in men. But also men like him who are afraid of losing someone don't know how to assert themselves all the time, because they're, you know, used to losing people. So they feel like if they do too much of that you gonna run off. Just like when he put on the calendar when he wanted y'all to have sex, and the next thing you don't feel safe and shit. So don't act like you don't understand, you know, why especially big black men like to, you know, handle shit with kid gloves, because people already perceive them a certain way. So it's a lot that goes into that. But at the end of the day, I'm glad they worked it out. Even though I feel like she was a little full of shit with this whole, you know, no, I just feel like I really needed him to be honest about his feelings. Even though I get where she coming from, you also had to change how you was moving in this situation in order for it to be beneficial to him. He says he's happy. I'm hoping that you are actually kissing and hugging and in this man. Please, please, please. Okay? You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. What y'all saying? What y'all saying? Oh, hold up. Okay, it's Man Peaches. I don't know who Bernard is. I just got here.
I don't know.
It's a movie reference from A Low Down Dirty Shame. Okay?
Homewrecker.
He's with me. I can't believe you just did that. Don't say that. You know my stuff and you know it. Stop. Yes, okay. Save your tears, honey. You've never had a chance. Coffee is good with cream, but better when it's black.
Have they banned TikTok there?
I don't know. I still be seeing TikTok videos.
I know.
You can't. Once people to download this shit to their phone, I'm trying to, you know, you can ban it all you want to, but if it's on my phone, how you gonna take it off?
Yeah, you know, just always go to the login page and shit like that. I mean, hit that.
You guys, some of the stuff still is alive. Even though we lost a lot of food. Also, thank you. Before I continue on, thank you to everybody from PayPal, Cash App that sent me money. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all's support. It really did honestly make me feel less stressed out. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all know that. And yes. Okay. All right. So yes, Karen and Miles have decided to stay together. They moved into an apartment together, signed a lease with each other's name. They are husband and wife. It's cool. I'm happy for them. Even though I don't know, you know, let's figure it out. Because I don't know if it's going to work out, you know. But I hope it do, because they're beautiful. And I feel like everybody being, you know, friends and couple friends, like, it's cute. I'm here for it. Y'all stay down the street. Y'all spend a lot of time together. That's cute. Okay. So the couples meet up after decision day. Brett doesn't think Olivia asked him the right questions in order to get to know him. Yeah, that was just a bad match. I'm tired of him. Then they paint little, you know, and draw stuff on a car so that they can say goodbye to Amelia and Benny because they're moving to Virginia. Yeah, at least Olivia got some really good friends out of this situation. I believe Woody was the only one that still talked to Brett, and he would just reach out to him from time to time just to see how he was doing, because Woody's a good guy. Then on episode 17, after they met up, the couples and Olivia come together and discuss Brett being a jerk from the very beginning. I love how Henry was like, well, actually, the way he was talking to my friend, I was just like, oh, I see the type of person he is. And that's the exact same person he was throughout this entire process. I was like, Henry, the vocabulary. We knew it was in there. It's actually coming out now. When did this happen? Like, I'm just saying, y'all. Henry, you know, throughout the relationship couldn't vocalize how he felt. But when it came to everybody else's situation, homeboy had all the verbiage. All of the verbiage, okay? Probably. I think he was a tad bit intimidated too. And I think once he got turned off, he just shut down. Y'all like the video, please. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kiki, for the super chat. Like the video, you guys. No, because people forget. They forget to like the video.
No, I'm saying he was turned on. He was scared. He was scared, you know.
I think he was scared too. Lyric says that Henry was scared of the bus. What do you guys think? Olivia and Henry should give it a try. I don't know if she's attracted to him, but I feel like they would have a better situation. But honestly, I'm trying to understand why Henry ain't with the homegirl. The homegirl that Brett tried to hit on, the one that showed up for him every time. She's so in tune to him emotionally. I don't understand, like, do she have a man or what? Because I'm like, why are y'all not together? But yes, they discuss Henry being gay, that rumor. Christina says that I don't think you're gay. Like, don't tell me you don't think I'm gay now, because if you didn't believe that, then why did you bring that to me? Why did you use that to make sure I said and did whatever it is you wanted me to say and do while we were on this show? She flawed for that, okay? She is very flawed and messed up for that. And I have been, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to say anything. Gobble, gobble. I'm not going to say anything. He says, sorry, that's when he got her together and told her that she was gaslighting him. She was gaslighting him, disgusting ass bitch. Anyway, yeah, she was in a relationship with that married man. She apologized to him. Woody says that Henry is really dope and they are really good friends. And social media came for Olivia. And I think that was pretty much it. So I've discussed it all. I feel like I'm glad that the couples who stayed together stayed together. I think the couples that were meant to stay together in this process stayed together. And everybody else was, sadly entertainment purposes. I like Olivia though. I like her, and I'm kind of upset that people have made her feel like they don't like her. Because I think she's cool. But what are y'all saying? On YouTube I look up on YouTube every once in a minute. Know what you talking about. Hey Larry. Okay.
Ooh, what's that?
He didn't like Christina. Crazy. So she said tried it once but it didn't work out. I just don't think Henry was ever attracted to Christina. Maybe it was the gobble gobble. I don't know. He only talks up when he feels safe. Henry is definition of scared. Okay? John. Henry homegirl said he was too boring for her, but great as a friend. Child, shut up. Thank you for becoming a member. Y'all, I'm trying. Rashida, I hope that say Rashida, y'all. My eyes are so bad. I'm struggling. Christina started crying. Child, whenever. I'm like, girl, if you don't stop. If you don't stop, you did this. You did this. How dare you cry about some shit that you did? How dare you, bitch? You ain't shit. She cried because she want people to feel bad for her and leave her alone. And stop trying to hold her accountable for what she doing. They can hear me. Y'all can hear me. I'm right here. I like Olivia. I know Henry is a gossip girl. He loves talking to people. Talking about people, not to people. Come on with the... Yeah, I agree with that. I knew once Olivia left after Brett told her not to leave, that was going to be it. Because if I'm the man and I tell you not to do something and you decide you're going to do what you want to do, then I guess... Listen, I don't know what type of woman you think you about to be with. But if I say I'm going to see my mama and them in the pandemic, I'm going to see my mama and them in the pandemic. Like, you're not about to tell me not to go see my people after I just, you know what I'm saying, all of this stuff going on. She probably felt the need to be around people she knew loved her. Because not only is she working her ass off being a nurse during, the pandemic, but then she come home and she got to deal with this nigga looking at himself in the mirror and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. That's cool and everything, but you having a penis doesn't mean that you get to tell me what to do, and all of that. Like, you should, honestly, Lyric wouldn't have a problem and Lyric will go with me. We had this conversation. Like, if I said I'm going to see my mama, Lyric would be like, okay. That's not nothing to argue about. If you make something to argue about, it's because you want to have a problem. And I also think he was very scared about the pandemic thing. And I understand that. But she was already working as a nurse. If working as a nurse didn't harm her, then going to see her family, who's probably been quarantined in one house, is not going to harm her. To me. Just because she already coming into contact with people, so I'm sure she's already on her P's and Q's about what she needs to do to stay safe as a nurse who comes into contact with people who have it. So if you've already been living with a nurse who's dealing with it, why make such a big deal about her wanting to go see her family? Especially not knowing that your family might even be there in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit was taking people like that, and y'all think, you know what I'm saying? Like, you think you about to tell me not to go see my mama? Especially if I don't know if I might be, you know what I'm saying? I might not be able to see my mom. You never know what could happen during this time period. So I don't agree with that. Henry and Woody besties because they both messy. That's true. That's so true. Rashida, okay. Miles getting those DMs. Yes, thank you. Sorry, y'all. But this is what it is. I had to take a cold shower. Understand where I'm at with it. So, when she said, yeah, he got a lot of girls in his DMs, tell him what you got to tell him. When she said that, tell him what you got to tell him, I was like, oh yeah, they go together now. They go together now.
I like that. Yeah.
Because they had
fucking time.
You know they had so many girls. You don't have to deal with this, Miles. You can just come to my house. I can cook too. Okay, and I'll also give you head. It's okay. You ain't got to deal with this. And I think that put things into perspective for her as well. Say what you will. But I think other people getting that good ass man and knowing that you let him go only looks like you being alone and bitter or with some fuck dude, and him eventually finding some cute little bubbly girl that can't keep her hands off of Binky. Because, there's a baby name for this man at this point, okay? And she's backing it up and doing bear squats on that ass all day. All day. That's the movement. Ugh. That's the movement. Ugh. That's what was going on. Actually, Olivia left the marriage first, as far as I'm concerned, because he told her not to go. I'm not with that. Y'all sound crazy. It's obvious you don't like Olivia. I don't feel like no, we're not gonna act like she had perfect expectations of this fuck dude. He's an asshole. He's insecure. He has issues. We're not gonna act like, oh, she out here wilding. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. He's an asshole.
That's what you call a weasel.
Okay, he's a weasel.
He's a weasel.
Like he look like a weasel. He do weasel ass shit. He probably smell like a fucking weasel.
You know what that means? Little bit of living space. He was fishing for any reason. It was some bitch assness attached to it. So much bitch assness. I feel like Christina sabotaged Brett. You need to stop. I'm glad Christina said something. She ain't sabotaged shit. She saw it and she said something. Henry saw it and he said something. Amani saw it and she said something. Everybody at one point or another said something about the way Brett came off and the way he talked and the way he treated people around him. His own friend came on the show and said they hoped that this dude had gained empathy. He says, yeah, because, sometimes, with me and with his other friends, he's not that sympathetic. He doesn't really understand. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's because he's a psychopath. That's That's because you gotta check Brett's basement to make sure he hasn't like stored one of the girls down there. It's a joke, but he does have a certain type of personality. He has an incel type of personality. He's also gotten in shape, so he gets to have sex with women while also mentally and emotionally abusing them and then making them think that it's their fault and that something is wrong with him. There are men out there who are like this. They form entire groups about how they hate women, and then when they get in shape and get sexy and start to get the attention from women that they want, they only surface level this shit, and then they make the women feel bad about themselves. These are also the men that come up with the, oh, I slept with you, so now you're dirty. Those men. Like, they gave us that. They gave society and the patriarchy, I slept with you, now you're dirty. I'm not dirty, but you're dirty. Like, whatever. Say what you will. Karen thinks she runs miles. That's relative. Most women run their husbands. It's all relative. Even if you, husband, listen, even if you think that you running shit, it's relative. It's relative. I'll say that again. It's relative. Because ultimately, what I witnessed growing up, my father on a day-to-day basis was running shit. But if Tanya said this shit absolutely positively has to go this way, and if she didn't get her way about it, now my mom is a very easygoing person, so if she feels strongly about something, it's for a reason. Very easygoing. But she also is not to be played with, okay? And she don't really make no qualms about it. She just gets up and takes her presence out of your space. And now you're by yourself. So figure it the fuck out. And you know what they do? If they really love their wives, they go and get their wives. They figure it out. They compromise. That's what marriage is about. That's why men don't just get to tell somebody what to do, and then that's what happens. Because we don't get to tell you, oh, you can't go do this, and then it's just like that. No, not really. I don't feel like I ever tell you you couldn't go somewhere. Never. I would never say that. That doesn't even make sense to me. Oh, you going somewhere? Oh, okay. When you gonna be back? Oh, okay. Who you going with? All right. Be safe. Like, I'm not about to tell him he can't go nowhere. That's crazy. But I also don't have to tell him that he can't go nowhere. Meaning he come home. Some of y'all don't come home. That's the issue. Olivia and Brett wouldn't compromise. True, but I also feel like Olivia was giving in a way that he wasn't, and she would feel him being that way with her, and that would shut her down. I feel like I saw that on many occasions. Her trying to have a real conversation with him and gain some type of emotional understanding, and him just kind of being an asshole. I love Peter. Why do you love Peter, and who is Peter? Have the new Cheaters episodes come out with Peter? With the guns, with Dirty Feets McGeets? Because I want to see. Yes, Dirty Feets McGeets. That's what we call them. But yeah, y'all, that was basically it. That was all that happened on Married at First Sight. I don't want this video to be so long. But I'm so glad that y'all came. Thank everybody so much. Thank you so much for supporting me, for watching the live, for, giving to my Cash App, to my PayPal, whatever you did today that had something to do with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate y'all, looking out for me and coming to see about me on Instagram. And I can't type that much no more because of these damn nails. I be messing stuff up and I get frustrated and be like, fuck it. And then everything don't allow you to voice type, especially on Instagram. Like, it only works sometimes, and other times it be like, it's Instagram. You can't voice type, bitch. You better go write. Excuse me. You better go write that shit in your notes and copy and paste it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a struggle. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And there's so many of y'all who hit me up and was like, how you doing? Are you okay? You know what I'm saying? And do you need anything? Like, there was so many of y'all that hit me up. And I just want y'all to know I saw y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will definitely try to get something out to y'all tomorrow as well. But, we'll see. But y'all pray that they turn this damn electricity back on. Okay? And that the Wi-Fi and the internet, Beyonce's internet specifically, comes with it. Okay? And no, I'm not, I don't have the money right now for Ivy Park. Okay? Before this happened, I spent Ivy Park money on free people. So, because it hadn't come out just yet. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get it anyway. And I'm still waiting on somebody to send me a wardrobe. Okay? I feel like I deserve a wardrobe, Beyonce. Like, I'm just saying. But anyway, I love y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one, okay?